Oh, Mobutu Lumumba kufela independence économique. Elongi ya Mobutu, pembeni lokola elongi ya Lumumba. Alright, Lumumba kufela independence economy. You do a side-by-side comparison of the phases of Mobutu and Lumumba. You see some similarity. I see a simping at its best done by Franco here alongside the Lovi Longomba. Alright, the song is called Heroes National, which it translates to a national hero. The song was done in 1967 by Franco and Vikcy Longomba. They narrate, the suffering they underwent after the death of Patrice Lumumba, the first prime minister of the Democratic Republic of Congo, who was assassinated on January 17, 1961. Lumumba, a fierce critic of their erstwhile colonial masters, that is the Belgians, fought for an economic liberation, including the transfer of colonial assets, nationalization of industries, the financial obligation of the former colonial state, and of course, the legal status of the Belgian enterprises operating in DRC, as well as agitating for the government of DRC to force the government of Belgium to return the billions of dollars which were alleged to have been stolen in terms of resources by the Belgian government when it was a colonial master over DRC Congo. The term used there was called contentieux belgo-congolais, which translates to the Belgian-Congolese contention. Such a common phrase, used by Lumumba when he was agitating for the economic liberation. Franco says that he was gagged, arrested, and tortured for mentioning Lumumba by those who claimed to be nationalists. But unfortunately, he says Mobutu Sese Seko, when he took over, he allowed Franco to mention the name of Lumumba and even do a song about it. So good people, this is Papa Tony TV and my name is Papa Tony Mutu Importante, and this is how the song Heroes National begins. Right. Yes, Babekisa Kangai, Bandeko, Kombo ya Lumumba, Nalobate. They warned me against mentioning the name of Lumumba, my fellow countrymen. Mobutu and me, Alobi Naloba. But Mobutu allowed me to. He said, you can go ahead and mention the name, even sing about it. That's Franco and Vikcy Longomba. Banyokola Kingai Bandeko. They really tortured me, my fellow countrymen. They never even wanted me to mourn Lumumba. Yes, Lumumba akufela ki unité nationale, because Lumumba died for the national unity. Yes, Mobutu atie hero national, but now Mobutu recognized him, listed him as a national hero. Baseka Kingai Bandeko. They even ridiculed me, my friends. Yes, na kimandeko kima na tango bazuye na mandefu bandeko. Like I was moving with time, but then they held me by my beard. So you can imagine the kind of torture I was subjected to. Yes, but Mobutu said no, enough of this, gagging. Nakimakinda konanga bandeko. My countrymen, I can tell you that I even ran away from my own house. Yes, Balinga kinalo bata Lumumba te lelo la vérité bimi. Like they never wanted me to talk about Lumumba, but I'm glad today the truth is coming out. Yes, Mobutu akitani Lumumba. Mokita is a heir, a successor. So Mobutu has succeeded, has inherited Lumumba. So people never wanted Franco to talk about Lumumba because, this Lumumba was murdered in cold blood by the Belgian forces operating in Congo because of his fierce criticism. And the only relic about Lumumba, I must say this, that the only relic about Lumumba is his tooth, which was repatriated from Belgium in 2002 when his monument in Kinshasa was erected finally after the construction began in 1972. Otherwise, there's nothing else about Lumumba because he was doused in acid and everything. He dissolved completely. Lumumba, Hero National. Lumumba, the national hero. Bakanga kingai bandeko. They gagged me. Kokanga is to tie. It can also mean to gag. To stop someone from talking about something. Bapekisa kinga bandeko kombo ya Lumumba nalobate. They even warned me against talking about Lumumba. Mobutu andimi alobi naloba. But now, fortunately, Mobutu accepted, allowed that I can talk about it freely. Right. Mobutu akitani Lumumba. Mobutu has succeeded Lumumba. Maybe in terms of philosophy. Yes, Mobutu landanzela boyoka na kina Lumumba. Mobutu implement, the agreement between you and Lumumba. Yes, maloba ya Mobutu, lokola Lumumba seki na lilita. When Mobutu speaks, it's like he's speaking the words, given by Lumumba from his grave, as if it ever existed. That's why I call it simping, Oh, Mobutu, Lumumba kufela independence economique. Oh, Mobutu, Lumumba died, fighting for economic independence. Elongi ya Lumumba. Elongi ya Mobutu, pembeni lokola elongi ya Lumumba. You look at the faces, you do a side-by-side comparison of the faces of Lumumba and Mobutu, you see some similarity. That's what they say here. Elongi means a face, Oh, Lumumba, Mobutu azongisi kombo na yo na Congo. Like Lumumba, Mobutu has reinstated your name in Congo. He has revived it so people can talk about freely. He's even planning to honor your legacy. A monument when Mobutu was now promising to do a monument for Lumumba to remember his legacy. Yes. Mobutu. The same people who hated Lumumba are the same ones who are hating on Mobutu. Baini means haters. Koina is to hate. Banationaliste basepeli Lumumba zui monument na Congo. So the nationalists, banationaliste basepeli, they are happy because Lumumba finally is having a monument in Congo. You can imagine this was in 1967 and the monument was later erected in 2002 when his tooth was repatriated from Belgium. La Belgique est jouée. La Belgique est jouée. Contention belgo-congolais enterré. The Belgians should be forced to implement the Belgian-Congolese contention. That which I talked about in the introduction. Contentieux belgo-congolais enterré. The interests of the Congolese must be met here. The same thing that Lumumba was agitating for, being agitated here in the song by Franco and Vikcy Lumumba. So basically, good people, this is the song Hero National, National Hero by Franco and Vikcy Lumumba, done in 1967. This is Papa Tony TV, and my name is Papa Tony Mutu Importante. Till next time, tika la malamu.